Yay. All right, awesome. Let's head on to our backs. Setting up 2 blocks if we have them. And we're going into a supported fish pose. So we want one of the blocks to be by where our sports bra ends, or the bottom of our sports bra, and one to be for our head. Okay. And you can have them on any level, honestly. So you could decide to have them on the lower setting or the higher setting. You could also have them at different heights. Okay, so play around with it right now and see how you feel. And then laying down on top of these blocks, you can either find Shavasana legs laid out nice and long, or Supta Baddha Konasana legs with your feet together to touch and your knees coming out wide. Arms can be long by your side, or one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And we'll take these beginning moments. This takes a little bit of time to get comfortable in supported fish. We'll take some quiet moments to get there. And coming in now with our breath all together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well, continue with that breath if you need it. If you're ready for your Ujjayi breath, you can engage that here. Sealing your lips and breathing in through your nose and right back out through your nose. And starting our practice here with such an open heart. And just resting in that feeling of openness and connectiveness. Here, that feeling for ourselves, as well as for the others that are taking the class with us. And later, we take that off of the mat, that open heart off of the mat. And we bring it to our life, walking around the grocery store, going to the airport, whatever we're doing, we bring that feeling with us. Bring a little awareness to our spine. Just awareness for right now of this structure that's often called our backbone. Supports our weight, distributes the weight evenly, helps our central nervous system deliver messages to the rest of our body. Allows us to move from side to side, up and down. Take one more breath in our supported fish. And then press yourself up to a seated position. Removing the blocks, bringing them to the front of the mat. in case we need them for any poses later. And we'll find a seated position, Sukhasana. Seated up nice and tall. Nice, very good. We'll take some different movements of the spine. Let's twist open to one side. It doesn't matter which side. Just twist, bringing one arm back, the other arm to your knee, lifting up nice and tall. And coming back to center carefully and moving over to the other side. Coming in through center, reaching our arms up overhead and bending to one side. Side bending to one side, reaching up and over. Breathing, keeping the opposite hip grounded down. Coming up through center and going to the other side. Our vertebrae, the bones within our spinal column, come on up through center. And now we'll bring our hands to our knees and take some seated cat-cows, lifting our heart forward and gazing up, and then pushing back. Everything about the body is super fascinating. The spine is certainly no exception. These really interesting joints called facet joints that allow us to do these different types of movements. And each vertebrae, each bone has these joints, which is why we can move about like this. Just a few more. If you always prefer more of a tabletop cat-cow, you can be there now. Beautiful. We'll head to that tabletop position. Into tabletop, pulling the core up and in. Okay, from here, I just want us to recognize the support that the core gives, especially to our low back, okay, the part of our spine, the lumbar spine. Okay, so pulling it in helps to support it. From here, you can do a couple cat-cows if you like this position for cat-cows. I'll move us into puppy pose. Bring your hands forward and bring your chest down to the mat, like Dr. McCoy wanting to play. Maybe he thinks Laura's trying to play right now. Bring the chin or the forehead down into the mat. Or over your knees. Nice, Julie. Yeah. I'll press into your palms. Straighten up through your arms, or firm up through your arms, I should say, pulling the forearms towards each other. When you're ready, inhale, come on up, tabletop position. And then come to a high plank just for a moment, just to get our length indicator. So from our high plank, then we send our hips up high. This helps us with the length we should have in our downward facing dog. Nice. And then down dog, we pedal through and get comfortable. We're also focusing, well, this month we're focusing in our mind, we're focusing on how to handle other people and what to do in different situations, like if people are being nice or they're being mean or all these different things. So we'll also weave that into our practice. And I think the biggest key is just not allowing others' energy to impact our own, unless it's good energy. And then allowing it, but learning how to discern and all that. All right, beautiful. Choosing for yourself whether you want to step forward or walk your hands back. We end in a ragdoll. You know, I always say this, this is just such a beautiful one to really feel the fullness of your spine. And if you would like right now, it might be nice to take your hands and just kind of run them along your cervical spine. That's the top part of your spine where your skull meets the spinal column, allowing us to move our head side to side and up and down, forward and back. This part of our spine has the most mobility. Awesome. A few more moments here. Tipping the weight into your toes, keeping the heels on the ground. Beautiful. Feet together or apart, up to you. Roll up to stand. Nice and slow. Awesome. When we get to the top, we bring our hands together. Eyes shut or a soft gaze. And we set an intention, a sankalpa of body awareness and appreciation for our spine, and awareness of others' energies and our reactions to them. We breathe that in together, and we breathe it out. And an Ujjayi breath in and out. Nice. You can keep your eyes shut if you'd like, or open them up. We'll bring our hands long by our sides for a low mountain pose. And standing here, as we know we're about to begin our flow, we work to think about other muscles and parts of our body than just the spine. We're feeling the feet engaging, the muscles of the lower leg, the calf, the quad. Great. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, extended mountain. Hold and breathe. Keep your chin down. Strong body. Inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. Arms come to 90 degrees. Lift your heart up. Squeeze the bottom body, the lower half of your body. Squeeze it. Your glutes, etc. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, fold down, forward fold. This is flexion of our spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Come on up, extend out. Breathe. Same thing here as in our ragdoll. Tip the feet into the toes, but keep the heels on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Knees are always a great option. You all know all the options. You've been at this for quite a while. Coming up through up dog and back through downward facing dog. Awesome. All right, breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Arms reach up, core pulls in. Exhale, baby back bend. Heart lifts up, glutes squeeze. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Spine flexion. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Our Sun A, this part is always our warm-up. You're doing everything you need to do. Maybe not jumping right fast into everything that we always do. And taking your time. All right, one more time. This time you know you can add some things as needed. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. If it ever sounds like I'm laughing, it's probably because I'm seeing Dr. McCoy, the little puppy, being so cute. Up dog or down dog. Either that or I'm laughing at myself. All right, moving on. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Yes, again. Exhale, chair plane. Sink into your heels. Sink your hips back. Arms fly behind you. If it's too early for that, bring your hands to heart center. Okay. Nice, a double whammy. The chair plus the difficult arms. We've got it. All right. Our next move is one leg mountain, lifting our left knee up. When you're ready, inhale, left knee lifts up. Arms can come overhead or to heart center. Hold here. Last week we talked about the pelvis, and the spine fits right into the pelvis. The sacrum area is where it like inserts into the pelvis. Just a fun fact for your one leg mountain. Reach your arms up overhead if they're not already there. Inhale. Exhale, crescent plane. Sweep everything back behind you. Take your time, arms, legs, sweeping back. And then lift straight up into crescent lunge. Okay. Again, option for the hands at heart center. Okay. Already in this split leg position. We've got to recruit all our muscles to help us out. Pulling in. Amazing. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Reach up and open. Amazing. Check in on the wideness of your legs. Make sure you're challenging yourself where you need to be challenged today. Arms extending long. Gaze is forward. And I think here I am aware of others' energy and the role that they play in my life. Inhale, reverse warrior, back arm down, front arm up. Hold and breathe. Pull the front knee towards the pinky toe, just like we do in warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Nice, Lara. Yes. Yes, Maria. Downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, chair plane. Coming straight into our one leg mountain. Right knee lifts up. Hold and breathe. Option for the hands at the heart. Great. We really want to keep integrity in that standing leg by squeezing the quad in. And just notice when you do that, how much more shape and help it gives us. Thanks, Julie. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, crescent plane just for a moment, but try to get back there as slow as you can. And then reach your arms up overhead. Beautiful. Yes, Kelly. Squeeze the right glute. Feel the front part of your right hip flexors, feel them opening here. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open it up. Gazing forward. And we say, I am aware of other people's energy, because sometimes it can play a role and we're not realizing the way that it's affecting us. So always just be, first step is always awareness. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. You got it, Nikki. Sink a little lower into the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Feel that back bend, heart opener feeling. And downward facing dog. Come on, up and back. Awesome. All right, it's breath to movement time. Let's do it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain, arms reach up. Exhale, chair plane. Sweep the arms back, sink into the knees. Inhale, one leg mountain, left knee comes up. Exhale, crescent plane, getting there quicker this time. Inhale, crescent lunge, torso lifts up. Exhale, warrior two, spin open to the side. Yes. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Remembering it's your breath. Sometimes a teacher's breath can be a little off, depending on the day. So we go with our own breath, right? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go, Michelle. Inhale, halfway lift. You got it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, one leg mountain. Right knee is up. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Nice, Julie. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Beautiful. Okay. Downward facing dog. Awesome. If you need a quick sip of water, grab that quick sip of water, because we're going to add on. I love that you guys love water breaks. Thank goodness. I know, like, some teachers don't like to give water breaks just in general, like any, and I'm always like, okay, any minute you need it, you take it. So thanks for doing that with me. All right. Take a moment to digest that water. It's all about the water. And then we meet back in our down dog. We've got some add-ons. So listen, we'll do a mix of breath to movement and holding. All right, so just listen for the cues. You all know it. All right, let's take a breath together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out your nose. All right, let's go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, one leg mountain, left knee is up. Exhale, crescent plane. Let's hold crescent plane. Okay. I find this to be a very, very difficult pose, so I didn't hold us there to start. Okay. We're more warmed up now. Okay. Bend into the front knee, firm, and press through that big toe, the front big toe, also the back toes. Press off of them like you're going to lean forward. Well, you are leaning forward. All right, inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Listen here, exhale, crescent with open arms. Bring your right arm back and your left arm forward. This is one of those movements of the spine that we did to warm up, right? Twisting open to one side. Yes. Yes, Lara. I see those feet. And let's hold it for 4. Coming to an exalted crescent in 3, 2, and 1. Bring your back arm down and try to touch your back leg. And then your front arm comes up and over. So it's like a reverse warrior. Or crescent, I guess. Reaching up, feel the stretch to the left side body. Squeeze the core and support the spine. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, spin it open. Whew. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Taking the vinyasas, the movements, as our time of letting go the other poses and starting over. Yes, awesome. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, one leg mountain, right knee is up. Exhale, crescent plane, and we hold. Take your time. So we do want our feet to be hips width distance apart, and that can be kind of hard when we're flowing back, right? So feel free to come out of the pose and get your feet hips width distance apart so that you have that stability. Now we're leaning forward. Pull the core in. Think about the top of your cervical spine and just like extending, okay? So like getting space between those bones, the vertebrae in the front and the top of your neck, and then reaching the crown of your head forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, crescent with open arms. Left arm is back, right arm is forward. Yeah. Nice. We already have that good support in our feet because we set it up properly. Hips width distance apart. Awesome. Next movement, bring your arm down, your back arm down to touch your back leg and reach your arm up and back. Exalted crescent. Yes. Great. Relax your shoulders a bit. Sink lower into the front knee. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Up dog and down dog. Awesome. You're exactly halfway through class. We're going to come down onto our knees. Have a little more water. Great job, everybody. We're going to find a restful position. If you like that supported fish and you want to go back to the supported fish, you can do that. Child's pose, which we haven't taken yet, is always nice. Or just a seated position. And we'll take a minute here in silence for ourselves. Breathing, feeling the heartbeat, reconnecting with the breath. Beautiful. Just not moving from here. I just want us to do a little activity. So from here, if you think about the way that we sit a lot, and we're sitting like with our shoulders hunched over. So if you, just for the purpose of the exercise, do that. Hunched over shoulders, right? Maybe pretend you have a computer in front of you. Okay, this is not what we want, obviously. We want a neutral spine, okay? We also don't want to be too open. So if we pull back, now if for the purpose of the exercise, if we come back and we're too open, right, that doesn't feel good either. We come to center, we come somewhere in between, and that's neutral, okay? So we're always looking for neutral whenever we're in a yoga pose, we're looking for neutral. It's a little different when we're talking about our spine because our spine is curved like an S, right? So we don't want to totally, we want to make sure we honor that curvature that it has, okay? But just always thinking, this is why yoga is so good, is that we do so much that is opening, right? Our open pose was counteracting all of that we do at our desks, okay? From here, let's come onto our bellies and do some more opening, like just talking about. So onto the belly, and we'll roll through our typical heart opening from our bellies. So some cobra, bound locust, etc. So for this, we'll bring our feet long. They can be a little bit wide for more support. Tops of the toes, press into the earth. Hands by the low ribs, hug the elbows in. When you're ready, lift your heart up. Anchor your hips into the mat and lift up. So we're right here, we're strengthening the back of the body. We're strengthening the spine. Okay. We still want our cervical spine to feel good, so we send the crown of our head forward, getting space through the top of our neck there. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, release. Nice. Arms can come by your side for a rest. This is something that is definitely not done in a lot of other exercises, like in the world, not yoga. Yoga usually does it, but this is an important part, is what I'm trying to say. Let's take another cobra. Hands to the low ribs on your own time this time, when you're ready, and then when you're ready to release, you release. How do you know how long to stay in the pose? As long as you can maintain integrity in the pose. Meaning you can engage the muscles, you can feel it working. When you're ready to release, you release. Nice. You can choose from here to either do bow pose, which is going to be kicking your heels in towards your glutes and grabbing for the outside edges of your feet, or bound locust, which I know we've done a lot. So a lot of you know how to do that. I'll cue bow pose, okay? Even though you know I hate it. Grab your ankles, chin comes to the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, kick your feet into your hands. Extending through the neck. Keep breathing and trying to rock up onto the soft part of your belly. Imagine like you have a block in between your thighs, pulling it in. And when you're ready, you release. Whoa. That was brutal for me. All right, you can choose to take that again if you like it. I'll go to a Sphinx pose for us here. We bring our forearms to the mat. Feet together or hips width apart. Together can help engage a little through the legs and make you feel kind of like you have a little tail. We lift our heart up. Okay. Here we want to make sure we engage the core. We're pulling the core back, and that's supporting the low back, the lumbar spine. Nice job, Laura. Yeah, Julie. Yes, everybody. All right. You know where we go next usually. It's a forearm plank. Let's do it. Forearm plank. If you're in your bow pose, then come to a forearm plank. The reason I'm having you do this, not to torture you, but because of how important the core is, strengthening the core to support the spine. Our lumbar spine gets a lot of pressure on it. I'm sure you know people, or maybe you have lumbar spine issues. And this is what we need to do, is strengthen the core. All right, let's do it for 8, 7, 6, Sphinx in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Sphinx, or let's actually come up onto our palms for like a modified upward facing dog, like this. Eyes on the mat, lifting up. Maybe gaze to one side, gaze to the other. Oh, beautiful. All right. Let's come up and have a seat. We'll do some forward folding to counteract that. We'll take a seated forward fold, coming first to Dandasana, legs spread out, legs long in front of you, arms by your side, lift up. When you're ready, arms come up and fold. As you're ready, we'll come on out of it, shake our legs a bit, and head to our downward facing dog for our last standing series on each side. Nice. Taking a breath together. We'll breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and out. All right, leg lifts high. Low lunge. It's actually our first low lunge. Plant your left hand by your right foot. Inhale, simple twist. Nice, Kelly. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Back foot down, hands come up overhead. Hold and breathe. If you'd like, you can grab hands at heart center. So from here, we'll find eagle arms or a bear hug. Okay, so our right arm will go under our left arm, palms together, or a bear hug. Lift up and back like a back bend, and then pull forward and in. A little bit of cat-cow action here, just moving up and in. Trying to keep the legs as strong as we can. Maybe moving to a crescent back foot if it's not feeling good in the warrior one. We'll take 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come back to a warrior one. And open up, warrior two. Hopefully the blocks are at the front of your mat. We come to a half moon. We bring our front arm forward, reaching forward, and then coming to balance on that front leg, lifting the back leg up. Just challenging the body. Each time you come to the pose, you learn something new. Holding it, squeezing through the toes for 4. Step your foot back. 3, 2, and 1. Step your foot back. We'll open up to a star pose. Heels in, toes out, hands up, extend. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Readjusting your feet. Taking any of the options that you know to take in getting down here. So much of what we want to know in life has actually already been figured out for us by different philosophies, different groups. We don't have to reinvent the wheel of happiness, right? We just have to find something that works for us. So hands come underneath the shoulders, halfway lift, low lunge. 3-leg dog, lift up. And downward facing dog. If you're craving a high to low plank, go ahead and take that now. We'll be in our down dog. Taking a few breaths. Head to the other side. Left leg lifts up. Low lunge. Plant the right palm by the left foot. Inhale, simple twist. Hold and breathe. Notice the difference in support when you engage through your legs. Reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, back foot down. Hands reach up overhead. Just like in crescent lunge, squeezing the glute, pull the hips forward, feel the hip flexors working. Nice. Yes, Nikki. As the core comes in, so do the ribs. They wrap in towards the center. Inhale. Exhale, eagle arms or a bear hug. Left arm comes under your right arm. And we'll roll through, lifting up and pulling in, keeping the core strong. Maybe moving our legs so that we have a little more stability in a crescent feel. Feeling the different movements of the spine, the way your body can support your spine. Take one more. And come back to a warrior one. And open up warrior two. So half moon. Reach your front arm forward. Get length, length, length. Then balance. Nice, Sarah. Just lifting up from the outside of your leg. Come on, Michelle, you got it. Squeeze the standing quad. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step back and then burst open into a star pose. And release into a wide leg forward fold. I was mentioning on the other side that there are answers, right? There are approaches to happiness out there, and yoga is one. And in regard to our intention, yoga suggests being kind and friendly towards kind and friendly people, having compassion towards people that are maybe a little negative or struggling, being happy and supportive of people who are successful, and disregarding people who are very mean-spirited, not letting them hold energy in our minds, and doing everything we can to surround ourselves with people that are kind and friendly and virtuous. Hands come underneath the shoulders, find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-leg dog, lift it up. Exhale, downward facing dog, option for a final chaturanga. This next movement is into a half pigeon. Reaching a right leg high and bringing the knee in. Well, now your options. Lifting up and folding down. If you do have that block at the top of your mat, maybe playing around with just placing your forehead on the block, holding the block in between your hands. And maybe you take that block and send it to the right hip and give yourself a little bit of support underneath that hip. Nice. Coming out of this, we're going to take a little bit of a different movement than usual. Come up onto your palms and then sit back on your right hip as you bring your left leg carefully forward. And we'll wrap that left leg over our right leg. We're sitting with knees on top of each other. Yeah, hug it in. And then twist open to the left side, bringing your left hand back, your right elbow to your left knee. Half Lord of the Fishes. One more inhale. And exhale, unwind and go the opposite direction. Come back to center. And let's go back the way we came. So unwind, send that leg back. Press your palms into the earth and lift that right leg up high. No, it may not have been graceful, but we did it. Okay, lift that leg up high. Now bend your knee, open the hip, and we'll see here if you want to do a flip dog or a wild thing. They're pretty much the same thing, where you bring that top leg down behind you, flip yourself over so your pelvis is facing up, extend that leg, and then lift your heart up. Reach your arm forward, lift up from the belly button. When you're ready, unwinding and heading back. Again, doesn't have to look graceful, just has to feel good. All right, left leg lifts up when you're ready. And half pigeon. Moving forward and releasing down. Coming on back up. Sitting back on our left glute. Swinging the right leg in front of us. Hugging in and twisting open. Right arm goes back. All unwind. And go the opposite way. And then bring our hands back and we'll unwind just to get back to that place where we can try our wild thing. Being careful of our wrist here, not rotating too much on the wrist. And coming back, the downward facing dog. And onto our knees. Great. Okay, grab whatever you need to bring yourself onto your back. I can see that Dr. McCoy does not think it's time for surrender. He thinks it's time for play. Oh gosh, but it is time for surrender. So we head on our backs. And I always say, like, you can end in a different pose than Shavasana, and a supported fish is a great way to end class as well. So if you were interested in that, you can set yourself up for that. We have 4 minutes left, so it's up to you how to end the class. 4-minute Shavasana may feel really good. We have done everything that we need to do for your body in terms of counterbalancing and stretching and strengthening. So this is all up to you. And we rest. in our Shavasana, when we get there, or a supported fish, we rest in the idea that the work is done and the work is beginning, if that makes sense. Like this part is also work, but it's beautiful work, and it's a restful work. Not sure I'm gonna keep formulating my ideas on that one, but enjoy your Shavasana, and I'll call you back when it's time. Beginning to come back. And heading into a final pose for you. Maybe fetal pose on your side. And we pull in one last time on our mat in appreciation, gratitude for our spine, and allowing us to move, and allowing a structured support for our spinal cord. And we become aware of the energy that is present from others in our lives. And we press ourselves up to an easy seat if we're not already there. You can end class however you'd like. If you'd like to end the way I do, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Hands to the center of your forehead, bowing forward in love, light, respect, truth, and oneness. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Let me stop the recording.